in to another fun episode with your favorite Mouseka moms. Jennifer, that's me, Lori,
Hi.
and Juliana.
Holla!
This is an exciting day for us, friends. This is our 100th episode. Did you ever think we would make it this far?
No.
We have so much to celebrate and so much to be thankful for, not the least of which is for you, our listeners. So today we will be celebrating it all, and what better way to kick off our celebration than, of course, with the Mouseka Cocktail. So, Juliana.
Of course we need a Mouseka Cocktail. And of course we need a Mouseka Cocktail, and we need to pick something good. So we wanted to pick something new, something we haven't covered before, which I'm kind of surprised by that we haven't covered this one. We can't celebrate with anything too sweet or with rum or with peach schnapps or anything that tastes like grandpa. But we did find the perfect drink that is actually available now during the Epcot International Festival of the Arts. It's it's at L'Art de Cuisine Française in France, in Epcot, and it's the frozen French martini. It has Grey Goose vodka, Chambord liqueur, pineapple, orange, and grape juice, pog juice, with lemon lime foam, which I think sounds really interesting. So these festival martinis from the France Pavilion are among our favorites. We love the chocolate ice cream martini. That's a staple at this pavilion. We love the orange slushy martini. We particularly love Le Vie en Rose slushy that you can get during Food and Wine. It's not all the time, right? That was a special Food and Wine one.
I think it was like 2 years in a row for Food and Wine.
Yeah.
It's my favorite of all. And then there's this one, which is there right now.
I was going to say, we were talking earlier and you said you didn't try this one. I'm thoroughly shocked right now.
Okay, so we said we found the perfect one, but we lied a little bit because in addition to how I don't love rum and how Jen does not love peach schnapps, a lesser known beverage I don't care for is Chambord. This one sounds fabulous to me without the Chambord. It sounds like the pog juice Bellini or whatever it is, mimosa that you guys had, except it's vodka. I can get behind
frozen,
that.
Which is nice.
It's frozen, which is lovely. So really, it's the only thing it has in common is the pog juice.
The pog juice.
And I kind of want this. You know what? It's not pog juice. I take it back. Pog juice is pineapple, orange, and guava. This is pineapple, orange, and
I was going to say, that's when I first saw it, I just saw pog. And then when I tasted it, I was like, this isn't pog juice because it is darker. It's a dark drink.
It's grape juice.
The grape juice.
Well, that makes it so much more exciting to me because orange and grape together is delicious.
And the lemon lime foam sounds awesome with it too, because it's like the super sweet with the sour.
Yes, I think that sounds really fun.
Let me go back. When do you put oranges with grapes?
Do you remember when we were kids, those popsicles that had like 2 flavors and orange and grape together was like fantastic. This is only my childhood. It was delicious. Trust me. Look, Disney thinks so too. It's in the drink.
For anybody that's just listening and not watching us, go back and watch our faces right now because
It's really good. Trust me. Go look in your grocery store for swirly orange grape.
Orange and pineapple.
Yeah.
Well, everybody knows that, Jen.
A lesser known fact.
People tune in here to learn something new.
Well, this is a bit of new information for
Anyway,
us,
I'll take it without the Chambord, but I bet they're already like
you can't do that. Yeah, no, they're in big slushy machines. But
totally screwed.
Is it still so you're doing the Run Disney and is Festival of the Arts still going on or did it end?
Have ended, yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure that's on purpose. No, but I will tell you I'm super excited to not be at an Epcot festival. I never get to just taste regular Epcot stuff because I'm really
now you can go to that French pavilion and try one of the ones that they always have,
regular ones,
which I never do because I always like to try the special ones.
I will say I was slightly disappointed when I was in between the holidays and the Festival of the Arts because there wasn't much open and there was a lot of people, and I don't think some of these kiosks are meant to handle the amount of people that come, and because we don't have the festival booths, it was crazy and I was not expecting it.
Yeah, we'll see. And it's going to be a very busy weekend, particularly at Epcot because of the half. So we're totally talking off topic right now.
It's
fine. That's okay. It's what we do. That's why you love us,
The
right?
story of our lives.
So
Why
but-
should the 100th episode be any
Be any
different?
different.
exactly. We should stay true to form. But I definitely, this is one of the few times that I actually want to get a dining reservation at Epcot,
Yeah.
which I haven't been able to get what I want. I'm going to keep trying. I'll let you all know how that goes. Lori's going to do it for me.
Yeah.
And because because of exactly what you said, the few booths that are open will have long lines, yada yada. So
I would say usually the pretzel line in Germany is not so bad, but when there's no festivals, it's bad. It's
That's
real
crazy.
bad.
I'm
That's
wondering
crazy.
if you can maybe do a specialty like secret menu order of this frozen French martini after the festival.
Maybe.
Try
Maybe.
it. Try it and
And
get
then
back
when
to
you
us.
say pineapple, orange, and grape, they're gonna look at you and be like, "Grape."
Grape and orange, gross. Anyway,
Uh-huh.
but that's the
Agreed.
Mouseka Cocktail. I want to try it, but it's only around for the festival, we believe, right?
For another week or so.
Another
so
week.
So
enjoy. But a good drink anyway to celebrate us because we also are expiring.
Fancy.
No.
I don't know. Where
I
you're
don't know
going
where
with
I was going with that. But anyway, we should move on.
Yeah.
We should.
All right. So with all of that, now that we've got our fancy cocktail,
Cheers.
fancy French cocktail in hand, let's go on and talk about 100, you guys. We turned 100
100.
today,
I feel 100.
right?
I would say 100's a lot. Like, honestly, if you start thinking about it, you guys have no idea how long these 45, 50-minute episodes actually take to record with these people.
With these
And
people,
how-
These
she loves
people.
every minute.
And how many hours have been spent. I'm going, oh, that's 100. That's, it's 100 hours. I'm like, no, it's not. That's just
That's a
what we
lot.
published.
It's
It's
a
a
labor
lot
of
of
love.
It's a lot of footage on the editing floor, the cutting room floor.
It's a lot.
If it makes it, yeah. If we get
Yeah.
there,
If we get-
but 100, that's 2 years. If you think about it, 52 weeks a year. I don't know if we've ever really taken a week off. Like,
No.
I don't think so. So it's exciting.
yay us.
Yay, us. All right. So we are going to go into the daily roundup. So we thought it'd be fun to use this episode to poke a little fun at ourselves with some tongue-in-cheek I can't say that word. I
Superlatives.
don't know why you guys give me words that I cannot.
Senior standouts. Go with that.
Yay!
Stand out.
Senior standouts for surviving 100 shows. And we also asked you to help us in giving these some awards for some of these episodes. So here it goes.
This one's my favorite.
I love this one. The most likely to break a glass at Trader Sam's and be given a juice box.
This is an odd category. It's very specific.
It's very specific because it actually happened.
Yes.
And I don't remember to whom because
Right?
it was
I
a really
don't
fun evening.
either. I know it happened, but I don't know who's the one who broke
Okay,
the
so-
glass. Are you just being funny?
No, it happened. So
It
you
Yeah, I
happened.
were
know.
there.
But who was it?
I don't think you were there.
Yes, I was.
Were you?
Yes.
The
Yes.
three of us have never been in Trader Sam's together.
Yes, we have. And
Yes,
had
we were with
2
her friend
guests.
from Paris and Betty.
He was there. Okay,
Yes.
you weren't supposed to call out the friend, yo.
Because
Um,
well, we won't call her by name, but I hope
won't
she's
call her by name.
listening.
It was not
was-
Betty.
It was my friend.
It was
was
the
the
friend.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So a friend of mine from when I lived
It
in
wasn't
Paris.
one of us.
No.
It wasn't one of us. That's what's so great about this one. It's not even one of us, but it was
No.
such a funny thing. So even though it's vague in my head,
Why?
because we went to Trader Sam's and it was fun.
And I think that was stop number 4.
Yeah, it was like really late in the evening. It was right before they closed, in fact. So we got a table. We were super excited. We sat down and we ordered. Yeah. And my friend just really innocently just reached across the table and her glass fell over. And of course, without missing a beat, the cast members at Trader Sam's put an apple juice box in front of her. It was fantastic. One of my favorite Disney moments ever, actually.
I loved it. I
I'm
loved it.
thinking that I was there with both of you. But Juliana, you and I have been to Trader Sam's by ourselves.
Again, I don't recall.
Yeah, I don't recall. Jen and I have been to Trader Sam's
For
ourselves.
sure.
I don't
Because-
think that you and I have. I've been with
Maybe we
Jen.
haven't.
I think you and I have been now
I don't know.
once.
But
Well,
now-
anyway.
Yeah, now I'm second guessing. No, Jen has been there. Jen was for sure at Trader Sam's.
Because I blew out the candle.
Yeah, that was you too. Anywho, so most likely to not remember how often we've been to Trader Sam's. All three
All
of us.
three of us.
We
Yay!
love Trader Sam's. I think it's totally appropriate that it would be part of our first superlative. I think that Trader Sam's is one of the only places that all three of us agree on is like the best.
Must
So,
see.
I was gonna
All
say I took my family there when we were there. It was a little different with the kids.
no, I can't. I mean, I've
It
never
was-
even wanted to.
No.
They wanted to see the inside, and we went inside, and I was like, oh, well, this is different. This isn't as much fun.
And do the kids get it? Do they get like all the kitschy fun stuff?
They
I
do.
just-
They understood like when drinks were ordered, certain drinks did things in the rooms. They thought that was cool.
That is cool.
You know
That
what we
part
need
was
to
cool.
do one of these days? You know, when you read online about these crazy people who do both parks in the US on the same day?
Yes.
We need to do that, but just for Trader Sam's. We need
just
to
go to the both Trader Sam's.
Yeah, Trader
Okay.
Sam's in Poly, and then fly to Disneyland. Why not?
Juliana's not on board. I'm totally on board.
I'm
with her.
logistically trying to think of how this is with their hours. No, I'm
That's what I
literally
was-
mapping it out.
We
I
have to
don't
look
know
at the
if we can.
hours. If they don't
Yeah.
open until 3, that might not be doable. But maybe
Yeah.
if we tell them that we're going to do
No,
this,
hang
the
on,
Bobs
it
will
could
make
work.
it happen.
If you start in Orlando, it could work. If you're there at opening at 3 or 4 o'clock, get in, order a drink, head directly.
Order your drink, blow out the candle.
Head to MCO. You got the time going with you, flying there,
Right. And they're open late.
and they're open late. It's possible.
We're doing it.
GoFundMe.
Oh my God. This is going to be.
Go
this
fund
is
me,
gonna
is that what
be-
you said? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're doing it. Okay, let's set up the page.
This is going to be in time for our 200th episode. You've heard it here, folks.
GoFundMe.
All right.
Okay.
Next class superlative.
Thanks.
What is it?
Best theme park nap.
Well, hands
And
down.
we're not talking about the Hall of Presidents, people. This is not what we're
Or
talking
our
about here.
children.
No.
Nope. Grown ace adults. I
Drum
bet our
roll,
listeners
please.
can guess what we chose for the best theme park nap.
This one
100%.
is 100% Juliana from her. I love how in our notes it writes Juliana's adult meltdown.
All right. It was an internal temper tantrum, is what it was. You all have heard about this several times, but it's classic and it's so me. Anyone who knows me knows, like, I just go into shutdown mode sometimes. And it was
She
at the
needs-
50th on October 1st. We had been at the park since 6:15 in the morning. It was about 9 o'clock at night. And I curled up in the fetal position on the hub grass, waiting for the fireworks to start. And I have no regrets about this. The only regret any of us has is that Lori did not get a picture.
I know.
Like the
That's on
biggest
her.
regret of my life is that
I know.
that
I'm
was
sorry.
not.
I'm
Yeah, no.
sorry.
So I didn't like scream and cry and pitch a fit. I just shut down. And Andy laughs. My husband laughs because when I was in my former life, I was a nurse and I used to have to work at night every so often. And so if I would come off a stretch of working nights and then the weekend would come and he'd be like, let's go to a party or whatever, I have been known to curl up on a couch at a party in the evening in my 20s and go to sleep in a stranger's house.
It's a power nap. A mouse.
happened more than once.
It's a Mouseka nap.
I
I
just
also-
love where you chose because not only was it the hub grass, it was immediately in front of 2 girls that were trying to play with their dolls.
Yeah,
And
I
she
don't
was just like, no, this is my grass.
Yeah, no, I
Crazy.
had like
I
Lane.
should have been napping.
I can get pretty small. Like I can roll up pretty tight. I wasn't asking for much, maybe 2 square feet.
It was not very much in the grand scheme of things. It was just hysterical because as I'm staring at Juliana in a ball, these 2 girls were playing with their dolls right beside her. And I'm
They
like,
could have
well,
used me as a mountain for their dolls. I would not have cared. Just leave me
It's a
alone.
mountain. Oh my
But
goodness.
as it were, taking a nap in the hub grass is not enough to get you kicked out of a theme park.
No.
But what might be? Who of the 3 of us might get kicked out of a theme park for behavior?
That would be Lori.
No,
Yes.
probably.
So they don't have this particular landmark, should we call it, in Epcot any longer. But way back when, they used
In
to have a
Morocco.
particular landmark in Morocco that was notorious for capturing the attention of some inappropriate adult shenanigans, and Lori and I both went live from there, and then Lori has pictures in front of that landmark with her children.
Yep.
I'm so glad that we got this before they did away with it. And I'm pretty sure this is another example of the Bobs listening to us.
Yes.
Because
We're
swear,
so sorry.
2 weeks later, they patched over that thing.
And
We're so sorry.
I would say not only did I get my picture, I then took individual shots of each of my sons in front of it, just so I could show them later.
Yes.
So
I mean,
and they were none the wiser.
The whole time she's doing this, I'm watching from home, right? Like, because we were FaceTiming, of course. And I'm literally thinking, they're going to kick her out of the park. They're going to kick her out of the park for this. Everybody knows what she's doing.
Lori has one of those faces where she can be doing such criminal acts and people will be like, she's fine. It's okay. Whatever.
Perfectly
Nothing
fine.
to see here. Nothing to see here. So
Perfectly. You know what?
Meanwhile, Lori's the biggest rule breaker and I'm the biggest rule follower. And yet I have the face that says, I'm breaking the rules. Come catch me.
Yeah, no. Rules are meant to
true.
I was taught that at a very
No, and I was taught, don't snitch.
No, yeah. No,
break the rules. Get stitches.
Happens in the family, stays in the family.
I will say it is very disappointing in Morocco now.
And I also have to say, this is very characteristic of a family, and Mouseka moms are a family where like the youngest sibling gets away with murder. There you go. That's Lori in our little family. So
she's teaching me a thing or two. Let me tell you.
I am.
They grow up fast.
They grow up so fast. So fast.
All right.
Meanwhile, I feel like a lot of our superlatives go to your 50th shenanigan weekend there, because this next one was a hard lesson learned, but the biggest mistake the Mouseka moms have made in 100 episodes was
we don't usually make mistakes. I just want to
be fair.
Perhaps it's the only mistake.
I was gonna say I am on game when it comes to Disney and where we need to go and what we need to do. And to be fair, this was more my mistake of listening to you two.
Okay, so we're talking about the biggest mistake. Lori so kindly is taking the blame for this. I was actually gonna, I know, right? Is that what she just
I wasn't even there.
I know it's my fault.
You told us where to go. You said go live.
It's 100% my fault. I totally take the blame for this. It is my fault. I was thinking of the viewer and the listener and the live shot, and really, we should have gone shopping first. So the biggest mistake of 100 episodes was not shopping first on Magic Kingdom Day on the 50th. Lori wanted to do it. I said, no. I was a fool. But then again, I don't care as much about merch as Lori does. So maybe it wasn't my mistake.
But then again, if we're talking about going live and going live for the sake of our listeners and viewers, then had you gone shopping first, you probably would have gotten on live the fight that broke out in the Emporium, which would have been
the biggest mistake.
Fabulous for ratings. Between that, I mean, what a perfect day you guys missed. Between that, the live footage of a fight in the Emporium and live footage of Juliana in the fetal position on the hub,
we really messed up.
Really messed up.
Actually, I will retract this. I think the biggest mistake was that really the 50th was such a big job to cover and get everything, that the biggest mistake was not having the third person with us to help us cover everything. I feel like if we would have had Jen with us, I could have gone shopping. You could have dealt with Juliana's live. You would have gotten the photo of Juliana curled up in the hub.
You're right. I own that. You're right.
It's there.
I will take that.
That's yeah.
I am the biggest Mouseka mistake.
What a Mouseka mistake you are. I'm so disappointed. Horrible.
Thanks,
I think our listeners and viewers are super disappointed as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think this next award, I'm going to contest the winner of this, but go ahead, Lori.
Yeah.
What is this
All right.
for?
Most likely to get arrested for stalking. Yeah, this is what we wrote in here was me, and I still think it's me, but not for the person I was stalking.
I think you would get arrested for stalking reservations. Goodness, you're relentless.
No, in here we have me stalking Josh on the 50th, but this wasn't as highly in the lives. I stalked Michael Jordan to the point where security told me to leave.
Oh, that's
Oh my God,
right.
I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot about that.
I was going to say that I contest it because I was stalking Josh when he came on my cruise ship in
Yes.
November, and
But
I was
you
too
didn't get
afraid to go
close enough.
talk to him. So I think you're right. But that yeah, you win.
Yeah,
You win.
so we're talking about Josh Demaro, who is a bigwig at Disney. I can't even remember what his title is. We all think he's adorable.
President of Parks.
President of the Parks. We all think he's adorable. Great smile. Super cute. But you're right, Lori. You are 100% right. Your stalking of Michael Jordan was shameless.
that was after what, the 2021 Super Bowl, when you were supposed to be stalking Gronk and
that's right, Tom Brady.
That's why you were there, right? Didn't we send you there? And we were like, go stalk for the Super Bowl, and you're like, no, Michael Jordan is there.
Yeah, no. The reason I went is somebody posted Michael Jordan. So for people that don't know, Michael Jordan goes he goes one day every single year, and it's the same day. It is the birthday of his twin girls. They live in Florida. They go up there they are in Magic Kingdom every day, or that one day every year. And somebody posted that morning, and we were in Florida at the time. I've never thrown Logan in a car so fast in my life.
Mm-hmm. Seriously, she used her 2-year-old as a prop to get close to a celebrity.
I did. I threw him in the car. We ran through TTC parking lot. I got on the monorail. Then I got slightly distracted because Gronk popped up. But then, as I was trying to go around, Logan threw a hissy fit because he wanted to go on Peter Pan, and I did not want to go on Peter Pan. I wanted to look for Michael Jordan.
Logan saves the day.
And Logan, he saved the day because as I was getting on freaking Peter Pan and as I was cursing him out in my head, Michael Jordan was directly in front of us.
Cursing out her 2-year-old, by the way. I just want to...
Yeah.
In her head, though. In her head.
It should be clarified.
It was clarified. I got a picture. I don't think he appreciated it. I get it. And then he got off the ride, and I proceeded to go around in circles until I found him. And then I followed him. And security kept looking at me, and then they told me to back off.
I can't believe we forgot about that one. We're so wrapped up in Josh. I mean, I wish, but
no, it's Michael Jordan, and I will do it every time. Every time.
You should just plan your trips around his February. February 13th?
No, it happened about a week and a half ago. He was there. But
because he was there this year too.
He was there, but I will say when I was there, you had to wear your masks outside, and that helped him significantly. But really, I was like, he's 6'6". How are you missing this? And people were questioning whether it was him. I'm like, he's wearing Nike. He's 6 foot. I don't understand what you're confused about. So yes, he's there.
Love it.
Millions of people wear Nikes. I just want to point that out.
Not 6'6" and looking like he does.
And looking exactly like Michael Jordan.
I am from Chicago. I grew up in the 90s with the Bulls, and if anybody did, they would understand my excitement. Moving on.
Well, go you. You definitely win that
I got
award. So now you're inappropriate in the parks. You get arrested for stalking.
And you spit out your drink.
And you worst bite or sip goes to Tastes Like Grandpa, which again was you.
I'm sorry.
And then you volunteered to try the cocktail in Japan for the next festival.
No, I did not volunteer.
Oh, maybe we volunteered you. Whichever.
Potato.
There was no volunteering. You know what? I will say too, they have changed their menu. What is that part of the drink that I don't like that goes in there every time?
Yuzu.
Yuzu. If you have noticed, for the Festival of the Arts, their drink does not have yuzu in anymore. So you're welcome.
Because Bob is listening.
Yeah, you are welcome.
I think yuzu tastes like feet.
Or grandpa.
Clearly. Tastes
terrible.
like feet. Ew.
Yes. So I think we got plenty of mileage out of Grandpa. So we'll move on.
Yes.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Mouseka Moms are avid travel enthusiasts, and our podcast is sponsored by Kingdom and Cruise Travel. If you're interested in booking a vacation to Disney or any other worldwide destination, be sure to check out our website, kingdomandcruise.com, and our Facebook page at Kingdom and Cruise Travel.
What's the next one?
Most photogenic. I don't know about this one.
Our pictures, our capture the moment
castle?
pictures came out so nicely.
It's just a sale. This is just an ad for Capture Your Moment. We did the
Yeah.
Capture Your Moment where you can get a PhotoPass photographer for 20 minutes to yourselves. We did it in Magic Kingdom. Now they're expanding to all 4 parks. And if you have Memory Maker, you get to keep those photos without any extra charge. It's fabulous. Our pictures came out great. I mean, I don't fancy myself a particularly photogenic person, and even I look good in those pictures. So I guess we should just go with PhotoPass, or what is it called again? Capture Your Moment.
Capture Your Moment is the most photogenic of the year.
It
Yes,
is.
agreed.
I think it was a great experience.
It was lovely. All right, so what do we have next? Best shared snack experience.
I don't know. We've eaten so much.
I got one, but it's at Universal.
Okay.
Oh,
And
the
it
crepe.
was the big crepe from the crepe cart.
Oh, that was
That
so
is
good.
probably so pre-COVID, right? Like, was it? Well, actually, it was not.
No,
pre-COVID.
it was
during
like-
COVID.
We
It was
didn't-
October,
early COVID.
It
We
was
didn't care.
October COVID 2021. October 2021. So like smack dab in
2020.
No.
It was October
Yes.
2020. It was early COVID.
Yep, it was. We didn't
Oh
care.
It
my
was like,
goodness.
let's just share a spoon. And
So we
it
literally
is what
got
it
this
is.
crepe from Central Park Crepes in I think it's
Universal
Universal Studios Park.
Yes.
And what was it, like a pulled pork and cheese and slaw?
Deliciousness.
It was
And it was
so
a single
good.
crepe. It was ginormous. And we literally just took bites of it and passed it back and forth.
I think we were
Gross.
already full when we were passing that kiosk and we were like, oh, that looks good. Let's try it and see how it compares to a crepe that you could get in Disney and Epcot. And we're like,
It was delicious.
we demolished it.
It was so good. It was so good. Like I still think about this crepe. It was absolutely delicious. And then the best part is how we shared it. Like how we just with like reckless abandon were like
if
all
we're
over
gonna
that
get
thing.
COVID, we're
Well, I
gonna
mean,
get
at that
COVID.
At that point, we're sharing a room, like whatever. We're living
I was gonna
together.
say, at that point, it did, Matt. We were sharing donuts in the room. That was for breakfast.
Sushi was for breakfast.
Oh,
that was
and-
a good
And
shared
none of us
snack
got sick, thank
experience.
goodness. But like, yeah, that you're right. I'm so glad you remembered that. Now I really want to have that.
I would say I'd either say the crepes or again the egg roll on the 50th anniversary. We actually shared egg rolls with somebody who got COVID, and we were a little scared for a little bit.
And
But
still
some-
didn't get COVID.
We didn't get it.
I know.
The egg roll
Crazy.
saved the day.
And I have to give an honorable mention. I think this was Lori's baby, but doing those, what are they called when we go on at
The
the
brackets.
festivals? Thank you.
brackets.
I
March
love-
Madness is coming up, folks.
I love sports. Doing the brackets for when we do festivals, those were fun.
Yeah.
Those were
They are
fun
fun.
because they gave us a game plan. They forced us to like make sure that we were trying the things that we absolutely wanted to try and narrow things down. That was fun.
Looking forward to the next 100. I need to get in on a bracket. I haven't been able to do one.
No.
It's
You
always,
were I think you were the tiebreaker for
tiebreaker.
food and
Yeah.
wine in August.
right,
Yeah.
because I wasn't able to be there with you
Juliana,
guys.
the problem is we need to do the
Oh.
bracket with all 3 of us.
Yeah.
we can eat
Maybe we
more.
need to do a.
We'll be there for flower and garden.
I was gonna say maybe we need to do a flower and garden. Oh, okay. Maybe
like
we
where you're
Stay
going.
tuned.
yeah. Maybe we need to do. Oh, that's a genius idea. Okay, maybe we
Because
need
that was hard. Lori
It's
and I
hard.
took one for the
And I will
team.
say, when we did the drink bracket on top of it, that hurt.
The drink, I have to
I
say
can't do
also
it, you
though,
guys.
like the drink bracket wasn't bad because you remember how much we were drinking and we're like, I'm not even drunk because we were sweating so much.
That is true.
So if we have help with the food part and drink just as much as we did before,
I need to get in on that for
I know.
sure.
We need.
I
we
was
need to
very
do one.
jealous.
yeah,
of those.
stay
needs to
tuned to the
happen.
next 100 because
Now
this-
I'm back in the country and I
Absolutely.
can come.
What
We're
are we
making it
at? What was
happen.
this category? Oh, shared snack experience. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. I think
Speaking of shared snacks,
I love this one.
what's the next one, Lori?
most likely to run for for the promise of a churro.
I've said it multiple times. That's the only way you'll get me in a Run Disney race is
Yeah.
if you're promising me food at the end of it.
I I'd be
So
there.
for food, for wine and dine, like if you tell me that at the end of wine and dine, you're going to load me up with food and snacks from all those food booths, then I could get in on that.
Well, that's what's happening. I mean,
Not
what do
really. You have
think
to
I'm
wait
doing?
hours and hours and hours to eat.
I'm gonna
I was
be at
gonna say-
Epcot by 10:30.
I'm talking like you need to dangle it in front of my face so that I can't quite reach it.
It would be awesome if they passed out churros on the race course
That's
instead
what
of those
Okay.
gels.
Genius.
Food and wine dash, they should have little bits of food and wine as you're running.
Instead of,
Absolutely.
like,
I
the
mean, who doesn't want to
water?
get drunk while running
Yes.
26.2
Forget the
miles?
water, forget the Gatorade, forget the Gatorade energy.
The goo.
Seriously.
Ew.
Those gels?
Ew.
Ew.
No.
Give me a churro and a cheeseburger egg roll.
Yes, I would
I'm
run
gonna
for the
try it out.
cheeseburger egg rolls.
See, we need to develop or invent like a fishing pole or something that hangs from our helmet where we can't quite reach the cheeseburger egg roll.
You've been watching
have
too
to-
many Looney Tunes cartoons.
We haven't figured out.
I'm
Could
sorry. I
you
think it's
imagine the
genius.
pictures if we did create something like that?
Right?
Oh my god, that would be so funny.
We would be
if you ran the whole race with it.
TikTok, like viral TikTok
go viral.
sensations.
If anybody steals this idea, we're coming
Right?
after you. I'm
Yeah,
copywriting
Bob?
it right now.
No.
I'm talking to you, Bob.
I was going to say, you could get the egg roll from the day before, then take it, put it in a
Ew,
container.
jailed
Put it,
egg roll.
really? Says the woman who ate sushi the next day for
It
breakfast.
was in the fridge.
Yeah, but you could put the egg roll in the fridge.
Fair.
But it's not hot.
Well,
It's like
no, it wouldn't be.
congealed
How are
cheese.
you keeping it hot? I guess there's microwaves.
Not
But
on the
it's
race
soggy.
course. Can we go back to churros? I swear, I don't. We are.
Let me revise my statement then, Lori.
Yes.
I would be the winner of most likely to run for the promise of a fresh churro.
At Disneyland.
Yeah, see, I'm not
Oh,
that
yeah.
picky. You can give me a cold egg roll. That's fine. I'll do
Yeah,
it.
I gotta say, like, I am not for the Disney World churros. Sorry, folks.
No, Disney.
I'll run, but not.
You
for a
have to go
churro.
to the Sunshine Churro stand at Disney Springs. It's the
I'm
same
gonna
as
try
Disneyland.
it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
same as
try it this
Disneyland.
time, and
I'm gonna
with
go
the
to Busch Gardens.
with the memory of
Ew.
those Disneyland churros fresh in my brain. I'm gonna go to that Disney Springs place and see how they
You do. You need to.
compare. But I'm only running for hot, fresh Disneyland churros.
That's very
That's a
specific.
long way to go.
I am not that picky by any
Make it
means.
happen.
I was
it happen.
running.
All right.
Was running.
Next one. Most likely to sleep through an earthquake.
I know
mean,
this
for
is not me.
sure. Oh no, for sure it's you.
What?
You're taking a nap in the hub because that's so quiet. And
Oh,
you're
but I
able to
wake
just
up at the
sleep?
drop of a hat. I'm always the first one up on our trips.
I was going to
that's
say,
true.
I'm the one who sleeps the most on the
That's
trips.
true. That's true.
But I wake
Uh,
up to these fools waking up at the crack of dawn. 'cause
I wake
That's
up
true.
early. My body just does. I can't help it. And
The
then I
only-
need to take a nap at 8 p.m.
The
like a
only
grandma.
day I beat
The hub.
you was the 50th. I was up and changed and dragging your butt out of bed.
She
It's
really was.
adrenaline.
She really was.
And I
Dragging
had
my
dreams.
ice cold butt out of bed. So what is the next superlative, Lori?
Most likely to die of frostbite in a Disney resort room.
I'll be anyone rooming with Lori Vogt.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
Whatever.
Amen.
There's other people out there.
You should see our suitcases for a trip to Orlando in August.
I
It's
bring ski
bathing
clothes.
suits and t-shirts and fleece pajamas.
Thermal underwear. Not even kidding. It's not even a joke. There's in some of the Disney resort hotel rooms, they actually have a governor on the thermostat, so you can't turn it below 69. And Lori has figured out how to hack it
Yep.
so she can turn it down to 50.
Correct.
And that's
I
where it
also
stays.
travel- I also travel with a little plug-in USB fan for when there aren't fans inside the rooms.
Mhm.
I will state one of the rooms. I think it's when we were at Saratoga Springs. It was too cold. I overshot what I was going for. When I
And
wake
I'm
up,
the one who was in the room with you.
when I wake up at 3:00 in the morning and I'm shivering, Juliana was in a ball with 7 blankets.
Pink and blue lips.
It's seriously, it's true. And yeah, it's true.
It's true. Like, not even kidding. We'll have to do a packing video the next time that when we go to Disney in May. We'll do a packing video, and you will see bathing suits, tank tops, and fleece pajamas with a parka.
Like to be cold when I sleep.
Well, and listen, there must be something to be said for it because she sleeps the best out of all of us on these trips.
Because she's the only one who's not freezing and her lips aren't
true.
blue and her teeth aren't chattering.
Yeah. So
No, I'm
there's
comfortable. I do sometimes overshoot. I did have the AC too low because I overrided the governor, and I put the ceiling fan on, and I had my USB fan on, and I think it was a tad too much.
Aw.
I think
that this is the true reason why Juliana and I wake up so early on those trips with you. It's because we can't stand it in bed anymore because we're shivering. So it's better for us to go out on the balcony.
It's not
warm up.
To warm up.
I feel like this entire list is pick on Lori.
Not at all. Not at all. Here, we're about to sing your praises.
And there we go. All right.
Okay.
Go.
So
The
who
winner
is
of
the map.
the map. That was so dramatic.
It was dramatic.
Yeah, so that's definitely Lori. As you all know,
There's no
for whatever
competition.
reason, Lori's like a savant when it comes to Disney mapping. Like, I have been to Disney hundreds of times. I always I'm like, oops, went the wrong way. Like, sorry, folks. It's not just how my brain works. This girl could probably draw a map of Disney to insane accuracy, footpaths and all.
Yep.
From her head.
Yes.
Yes.
Every park.
Yes.
And probably even the roads to get to them.
Yes.
Yes.
That's insane.
Yeah.
It's huge.
I know,
crazy.
but I know the part I don't know. I'm very good with directions, but I will say I have the parks down. I could tell you bathrooms, walking paths, food kiosks, even though they do move slightly a little bit, depending.
Like 3 feet.
Yeah.
That's the thing that gets me. Like, I'm pretty good with the theme parks because they don't change. But it's that she knows, like, oh, the kiosk for whatever, Brazil, which there's no World Showcase pavilion for Brazil. That's just a kiosk. Oh, that's going to be right here. Like,
Yeah.
how the hell do you know that?
I just do.
It's
I don't
just
know.
past France.
I will say the one park, Animal Kingdom gets me sometimes, not very often, but sometimes.
See, that for me, Animal Kingdom's the park I
No.
know the best. Like, to me, Animal
Epcot
Kingdom's
done.
the easiest.
Magic Kingdom done. Hollywood Studios got that. You cannot confuse me. Literally, I can be on the phone. I can be on the phone with clients or my family, and they'll be like, "I'm here. Okay, take a right. Now
Go
take a left. Take a right, and you'll be there."
Walk 3 steps and then a sharp right. Twirl. Stand on your head.
Yes,
I want a shirt.
The map.
I need a shirt.
She's the map.
I am the
She's
map.
I need them. I need it. I am the map shirt. Needs to happen. All right.
Yeah.
What is our last one? Wow, this one. Most likely to win the lottery but lose the ticket.
Go ahead.
That one goes to Juliana, and I can't give you a specific story about why. I just know it's true.
Yeah, me too. There's no specific reason like why you guys say this because I'm very scatterbrained. I just am. Like, I always get it done.
You
right?
always
Like,
get
I'll
it
find
done.
the ticket, but I'm just gonna panic for 20 minutes, making you wait for me to leave the resort room because I haven't found it yet. But I'll get it. It'll be somewhere. It'll be
You did
wherever.
do it. You did it on the 50th anniversary.
Yeah, it'll be wherever I put it to make sure that I didn't lose it.
Yeah. No, she did it on the 50th anniversary. She couldn't find her battery pack and she had to go all the way back to the room. And the entire time I'm sitting in the lobby going, it's in her purse. It
was in my purse.
It's in her purse. And she came back and it was in her purse.
Because you were with the map and the map knows where it is. But you
I
had no
just,
faith in the map.
Yeah, I'm just spacey. Like, I'm always been this way. I can't help it. But I'm still a great travel agent. I still put together fantastic trips. No, like I don't know. It's really a weird combination of being super type A and yet not. I can't explain it. Yes,
It's
but this
'cause you
is
have
I
all
agree
the
with you both.
facts. You have all the facts in your brain.
Maybe.
So sometimes the superfluous like
yeah, it's
leaks
like
out.
I feel like that's it. I feel like I only have so much room to retain the important information and like where things
It's
are.
understandable.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well,
So we also had some listener awards. We asked for
Yes.
your input. So Lori, what are some of those for our episodes?
All right. So we have listener awards episode most likely to get the attention of the Bobs. I don't know if I agree with this one.
well, we can talk about what we think it is, but
Yeah.
let's start with one of our fans thought it was the cast member tribute
A
episode.
bunch of our fans. That one won.
Oh, it was a bunch
by
Yeah.
a landslide.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
I knew that.
the cast member tribute, and it was a good one. And I have to say, in airing this today, I think yesterday. Sorry, we're airing this later. Last week.
There we go.
Disney made it easier than ever to give a cast compliment.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I feel like the Bobs were definitely paying attention to our Facebook group because the overwhelming response to this question about the episode that would be the most likely to get the attention of the Bobs was the cast member tribute, which makes sense. I mean, we love our cast members. It was a great episode, and now there's an even better, easier way to give compliments. So,
and I love that too because I think it's been tough for cast members. When you read a lot of sort of complaints about magic, and I think that this is a great way to boost their morale because they're dealing with a lot of people who have had to postpone vacations 2 and 3 times, and so they get there and they might feel entitled. And so I think that's hard for cast members. So I'm really happy that I don't actually have to, because sometimes I will want to give someone a compliment, but might not want to go out of my way on vacation to go get a piece of paper or whatever the old way was.
Yeah,
but now I can just do it right in the app, and
I like it.
It's wonderful, and it's going to make them feel so good.
What did you guys think was the episode most likely to get the attention of the Bobs? Did you have something else in mind?
I'm going to say all of them because we have little tidbits in every single one that they are picking up on.
We have had. I wish I could remember, shocking, all of the times that we have aired something and then it changed or whatever.
Here's a couple of them. The refurbishment of that creepy clown pool at the boardwalk. Yes. All of a sudden, that was gone.
Oh, can we talk about the refurbishment of Splash Mountain and how I've been so against it, and now it's disappeared.
Now it's disappeared from the refurbishment update. It still says that it's being refurbished, but it does not say that it's being rethemed Princess and the Frog, which I think is just they forgot to re-input that. But what else, Lori?
This is like Lori and I will die disagreeing about this.
Yep. We will. And it's fine. I've won so far.
I think also we did a couple of episodes called Behind the Attraction, and then poof, Disney Plus has a show.
Yep, Behind the Attraction.
So, I mean, I think that Mouseka Moms in general is the show most likely to get the attention of the Bobs.
We're Mousefluencers.
No, look at you.
That was quite a word. All right. So number 2.
Episode most likely to get fan mail. This one was pretty easy. It's the Brian Folkwise episode. It's still one of my favorites.
It was a good one. I'm glad our fans agreed too.
I just need him to do another Behind the Attractions season 2 so we can have him back on. I'm like, just announce it. Just announce it so I can contact you so we can have you back on.
He was fabulous. Can we just have him back on anyway? Like, he's so fabulous.
Sure.
That was, I mean, I think, I loved it.
Agreed.
Fantastic.
All right. Next one.
Episode most likely to generate the longest blooper reel. See, like that?
All of them.
Every single one, guys. If you only knew. If you
the first 10 to 15 minutes of every single episode.
Just today. I was like, save it for the blooper reel. By the way,
I was going to say we need to do the blooper reel. That's the problem.
We don't have a blooper
That's a
reel.
lot
We
of
just-
extra work.
We just mentioned the blooper reel. We don't actually have one. What we should do is write down bloopers from every episode as they're done so we can easily go back and find them. But there are so many to
and-
keep track of.
And the fun thing is, then we can do these review episodes like we're doing today and just tell you about them. And they're equally as funny, I think. But
True.
the winner of that goes to
the year in review.
Year in review. Which
the
one was
year in review.
that? Oh,
That
Looking back
was
episode.
our 2021 year in review episode. I think that's true. I think like I said, anytime we do one of these things where we talk about past episodes and experiences, we're bound to get the most bloopers because we chat about all those memories. So,
and veer.
and veer, stray from the topic.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, you're right. You're right.
We are also so thankful for our listeners as well as our past podcast guests who have graciously left us messages or kind words. So
Yes.
we can go through a couple of these. Juliana, why don't you take the first one?
I kind of love this first one because it was such a big deal. So as everybody knows, we started the podcast, like our first episode was, oh my gosh, Disney's closed. And it was, we really wanted to bring Disney to people's homes. Of course, yeah, so we did. But then Disney opened. And so one of our Mouseka fans, Jonathan, said, obviously the best episode was the one where Disney is open. He said, in general, I liked the episodes where you review everything in a certain category, like all the best attractions for kids or all the best value resorts, that those are very informative. I think that's true. And I think that we're going to start trying to do a lot more of that sort of thing as well in the future. We definitely take these comments to heart and want to improve our content for everybody. He also said, is this the same person?
Yeah.
He also said, I like the Mouseka Cocktail reviews and how the Bobs listen to your podcast. I'm telling you, they do.
They do.
And
It's true.
this is
It's
one of our
proven
super
fact.
fans. He listens to every single episode. Thinks the food reviews are great. We love doing the food reviews, and we love the festival and food brackets, of course.
Oh,
so thank
see?
you. That is
Yeah.
a whole lot.
Yay, good.
We will keep it up then.
Yes.
I love it.
All right.
So,
What's the next one?
Tabitha also loves the Mouseka cocktails, which is good because we love doing the research for those. She also loves listening to all of our personal knowledge, and she feels like she's listening to friends talk at the dinner table, which of course that's like the best compliment ever. So I love that.
My favorite thing that people say when we look to how we're going to move forward with the podcast and taking in listener feedback and stuff, this is the thing we don't want to lose. We love this. This was the whole goal when we started this podcast, was when Jen came to me and pitched it as she had an idea. She said, I don't want it to be, because I was like, oh, that sounds really like I'm not an actress. Like, and she said, no, it should just be us. It should just be really casual. That's what we want to make it like approachable Disney podcast. And yay, we did it. Like,
Yeah.
that's what you guys are
guess
telling
so.
us. It makes me so happy. It's really what we were going for. So thank you, Tabitha.
Yes. All right. What do we have next?
You want to read Yvette's?
Yes, let's read Yvette's. So Yvette's is, my favorite guest was Brian Folkwise. Same with us. Loved his energy and the behind the scenes stuff he shared. Yeah, that was, again, if you,
I don't think we can say enough about that.
yeah, there
one.
isn't. I
He's-
mean, if you love Disney, it was such a behind the scenes thing that it was, for all intents and purposes, we just geeked out over the entire thing. So that's,
He's the greatest. And also, can I mention that this is from a Mouseka fan that we got to meet in
that's
person.
right.
Just one of my
that's
absolute
right.
favorite memories in the last 100 episodes was walking on the Disney boardwalk and hearing someone call our names because they recognized our shirts, and we recognized her from our Facebook group, and it was so fun. And the first time in my life that something like that has ever happened. And it was really cool. It was such an honor. So we really appreciate that too.
Yes, it was awesome. All right. So one of the last ones we have is Sandy Stark. I like the behind the scenes and food reviews from the park as well as anything new to the parks recently. I enjoyed the Enchanted Tours descriptions on the last episode.
Oh, that was a fun one, because that one was very much like the episode where Disney is finally open. Anytime we get to report to you guys that something else is coming back, I feel like there's just excitement just because of that fact.
Yeah.
And then because the things are usually really cool to talk about, I think it makes for a good episode. So I agree, Sandy.
Yes.
So overall, from these listeners, and it sounds like the biggest things are food, shocking,
Yeah.
drinks, also shocking,
Drinks. Yeah.
and guests. And that, yeah, and all the helpful information and all that. We love it. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. That is so cool.
Yeah.
All right. Do we have a tip?
Yeah. So if you can't get enough from us, be sure that you are following our Facebook group, Mouseka Moms Podcast, where we go live with all the news out of Disney for the week on our new time, which is every Friday at 11 a.m. Also, make sure that you're catching up on our blog at mousekefriends.blog.com. And that's how you can be sure to stay in the know and up to date with all the things that the Mouseka Moms have to say.
So thank you for spending our 100th episode with us. We really, truly are so grateful to you, our listeners. Cheers to the next 100.
Cheers.
And of course, please be sure to follow our show so that you receive notifications when new content is released and you never miss an episode. And please consider writing us a review as well. We really do appreciate it. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.